Hello everyone, welcome to Haley Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Capricorn. How are you guys? Let's see what's coming in. Any new love prospects, connection, what you're dealing with. I see a King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, or Scorpio. Ooh, this is someone kind of fantasizing here. They know a good thing when they see it. Look at that. Well, this person's an emperor. They have a lot of options where you have two people. Yeah. Often it's just the energy of an emperor, but some of you, you could have several options here. Let's take a look. Yeah, I do see some kind of change. Let me just pull up the other cards. Capricorn, yeah. So one of these definitely has an energy of lack. Yeah, see, lack of options, lack of opportunity, and I do see change, yeah. Yeah, it's an energy of someone who, I see there's an energy of someone who focuses a lot on work, though, because it is about building, but it does have to do with someone who, lack of effort. So it does look like there's two. It looks like you got some opportunities. I feel the energy of change here. Someone, if you got a person coming back around, they may never change. Somebody who ghosts, someone ignores them, or they're just something lacking. See? Someone here has no lack of opportunity. So it's more like lack of effort. Someone who works a lot, a person who often feels they don't have enough money. Yeah. Tell me, who is the King of Wands? Who is the King of Wands? Someone who's taken their time, yeah. So it's lack of proper communication, too. This is someone who doesn't always communicate very well. See, they want to lay a foundation, but it's just, to me, it's someone who I feel, it's a person who needs to go through some kind of change, but this is someone who often comes back around. See, the same thing, lack. Negative thinking, lack of opportunity. So if you've had someone who's ghosted you and they don't put in effort, this is the person. Yeah, they kind of ponder. I feel this is just someone who doesn't communicate clearly. See, lack of proper communication, lack of effort, the way they communicate. Yeah, I can see. I feel like you've walked away seeking other options. Yeah. Leaving it behind. And see, this is somebody who isn't very emotional either. Like, I feel the way they communicate, they kind of, what you do and what you're up to, and what they want is for you to offer them something. They're hoping it's going to pay off. I don't think you're going to go for this. No, because I see walking away. Yeah, this is something that's ended here. I feel it's over, like goodbye. Yeah, and I feel it's because this is someone who probably come back around doing the same thing. But this is yourself changing. Who's the Emperor? Who's the Emperor? Who is the Emperor? Someone who's coming in. You've got this card here too, Queen of Pentacles. See, this is yourself here. And there is the Pentacle. Yeah, you're about to receive. This is a person who follows through. See, someone here who doesn't follow through. I feel like you're saying goodbye. To ending. This is where someone says goodbye. Yeah. Now, if it is someone who comes back around and they're rising like the phoenix from the ashes, I feel like it's going to be yourself. But there it is. See, I feel like you're no longer focused on someone here. You're just kind of tending to self, but you're going to get this pentacle. Yeah, it's coming from it. So there it is, a King of Pentacle. There's change. Yeah. I feel it's this person, to be honest. And in fact, you may be the Emperor. You could very well be the Emperor here, or it's this person. So just take it how it resonates. You can see the tables are turning. Yeah. So this is a sense I feel of you've moved on from a situation. So someone who, and if they do come back around, see, there's this lack. I wonder if this is someone whose options are drying up. This is often someone who has lack of opportunities because their options are drying up. It's often someone who acts like they don't have money, but they do. Yeah, someone who seeks other options. Yeah, but there's some kind of good news here too, though, because I do see something to do with work. See, building, putting in effort. This is someone I feel, I mean, it could be this person coming in literally the Emperor, someone who rises like the phoenix. You see, and maybe because you walked away. But why is it that you're coming up? The Queen of Pentacles is coming up as the Emperor. But I don't think you're focused on this anymore because you've moved on. There's a lack of emotion. One thing I know about the King and Queen of Pentacles, they do focus a lot on their pentacles, their money, their stability. But it looks as though there's someone here who you're walking away from. And now you have this person rising like the phoenix, which is actually this person, I feel, coming in. Yeah, I don't know if they're checking you out online dating or what, but there is an energy of 3. So, yeah. It's all about putting in effort, building. It's all about laying the foundation. See, it has to do with the foundation. Yeah, I feel like you're leaving this person behind. It's funny, it's this person, but yet this is the way they're behaving. They ponder, they procrastinate, but they don't communicate. They don't follow through. That's why I feel you're walking away. It's like goodbye, it's over. Who is the King of Pentacles? Yeah. See, the King of Pentacles is someone either younger. They're here for the good time, not a long time. This is why they don't put a lot of effort in. What it is they want you to do the work. So do you want to do something? Do you want to get together? You know, what you doing? That kind of thing. It's just, it's a practical everyday kind of thing. But they don't want to put in the effort. Because why? They don't plan on sticking around. They're just here for the good times. Yeah. So you have a decision to make. Crossroads. See, this is something that won't go anywhere. I feel like it won't go anywhere. Now, if you are not in this Emperor energy, this is likely someone else, because I do see the energy of 3. But it's all about laying a foundation. It's about someone following through, making a commitment and following through. This is someone who doesn't follow through. See, they want you to do all the work. They don't want to do any work. They don't want to build. Somebody here wants to build with you. Yeah. Let's have a look at this person. Tell me about this Page of Wands. This is someone who's all about themselves. Yeah, out with the old, in with the new. Yeah, you're making a decision. So you're going to make a decision. You're going to leave this person behind. You're going down a different path. Some of you are just more focused on work. You're tending to yourself. And you very well could be the Emperor. So let me just double check that, because the cards kind of come out funny there, and I almost didn't grab that. Let's have a look at the, yeah, saying to trust your intuition. You already know the answers you're seeking. Yeah, it's goodbye, it's finished. But it is someone who often, this is a person who often just says goodbye to someone and walks away. But the sun starts to shine. This is where, I feel like it's about being ready for new. I feel like you're almost ready for something new here. But you've been on this path here. See, we got 2 people who are on their own paths. But I think you're going to cross paths with someone else, because you're going to get that pentacle. It's there. This is someone who doesn't follow through. They're just here for the good times. As long as they get what they want, they're happy, right? This is why I'm making a decision, out with the old, in with the new. But I feel like this person is keeping something to themselves. What are they doing? What are they doing? See, privacy, keeping something to themselves. Yeah, this is someone dealing with something private, something personal. It's a person who made up some kind of excuse. But it is someone who keeps someone hanging. See, they don't make any kind of commitment. You're going to get a commitment from someone here. It's just a person follows through. See, do you want to go on a date? Do you want to do something? See, they make a commitment and follow through. Someone here hasn't followed through. In fact, I feel like you got a couple people who haven't. Yeah, see, you're losing interest too. This is why. I feel it's yourself losing interest. Because it's like you're not looking at it anymore. You're not interested in it. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're single, you're independent, you're looking out for yourself here. You very well could be an emperor. I mean, but I wouldn't be surprised if this emperor is someone who rises like the phoenix and comes in and follows through and starts putting in more effort. But you can see there's the energy of 3. That's why I feel like you're on your own path. I feel like you're going to make a decision. And I think you're just going to focus on work. Yeah, you are open and available, though. Yeah, you're putting all the, I do think you are ready for new. This is something that's already happened. So this is about putting yourself out there, getting out there, being more social. See, letting people know you're available, maybe online. But this is all about the decision. Out with the old, in with the new. See, this is just healing. So you've healed from something that was painful. You're over it. And you are now ready for new. Someone sees you ready for new. Yeah, look at that. See the energy of 3, people talking, collaborating, a bunch of people going to get together. So there is an opportunity. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles, long-term stability, partner up. Now this is often a place you may cross paths with someone here. You're going to cross paths with somebody. Another person who's stable. So this is actually, this is what you're leaving behind. And you're leaving behind the single life too, but you're leaving someone behind who's only here for the good times, you see? Yeah, you're leaving it behind. You're ready to go down a whole new path. Wow. How many people are walking away from situations? I feel like you're just living your best life here. I do think that you are in Emperor energy. And if it isn't yourself, because that is generally somebody who's self-made, very stable, actually usually quite wealthy. See, this is an independent person, but it has to do with attention. See? I think you got a person who just comes in when they want attention. And I feel like you're not doing it. You have another opportunity coming your way. But to me, it looks like it's somebody wanting you to offer them the pentacle. And you're not doing it. That's what it is. And that's what the Page of Pentacles does. They communicate what you're doing. And then they don't say anything and they keep you hanging for a minute, right? Like if you're text messaging or you're on a phone talking, you know, they keep you hanging while they think, right? Because what they're hoping is you're in that hesitancy, that apprehension, you will offer them that pentacle. See, they're just looking for attention. And I feel like you're letting this person go. Yeah, I can see what it is. Yeah, you're open and available. You're leaving this behind. I feel like you're just showing this person, hey, I'm having a good time, living my best life. See ya. Yeah, it's over. It's ending a situation. Every ending has a new beginning. So I'm wondering about this Emperor. I'm still wondering if that's you, and I wouldn't be surprised. Sometimes you'll get a person who just wants to be single, so they don't really want to make any kind of commitment, so they're very careful what they say. So you have to look at what they're not saying too, because they don't, it's just someone who doesn't put a lot of effort into the way they communicate. Yeah, see, should I stay, should I go, weighing the pros and the cons. This person's procrastinating about coming back around. Yeah, someone who comes back around. Yeah. But I feel as far as you're concerned, it's over. Yeah, someone who's trying to take advantage. See, they don't want to give anything. They don't want to give, right? They want you to be the giver. They want to receive. You want someone who's a little, see, you're very generous, and often the Queen of Pentacles can be very generous. Oh, cooking and cleaning, doing things for someone, showing them that you like them, but they're not reciprocating. So this is why I feel like you're ending it. You're not going to put yourself in a position to be taken advantage of. Whatever it is, it's over. I think you're seeing the bigger picture. I do think some of you are happy where you are. I do think you're focused a lot on your money, but I do see you're ready for new, like you're preparing yourself. You may be changing your look. I do see you changing your look. And just making changes in general. But I feel the end of the single life is coming. Yeah, you got a King of Cups coming in. Yeah, somebody who's emotionally ready. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. See, every ending leads to a beginning. This person's also someone just getting themselves out there. See, being more social. You could be checking each other out online, but I don't see that. You might just cross paths with this person, because I do see some sort of get-together, gathering. See some people just getting together. And it could be a work situation where you're talking and collaborating. See, it's about creating opportunity to get together. Could be some people getting involved here. You can see the lack, yeah. Someone who ghosts, someone ignores it. But I think it's just a person who doesn't have any money, or they just don't want to give you anything, right? They don't want to provide anything. They just want to keep you in that single mode. Yeah. Some of you, you know, you're going to make your own choices here, but this is about someone who is willing to cooperate and compromise. Someone who wants to do things together. See, they want to spend time. They want to do things. I feel like this is why, if you keep walking away, they never want to do anything together. And this is two people who do everything together. See, cooking, cleaning. This to me is like an offer, an invitation. See, where you cook together, you do things together. And that's what I feel. Some of you are like, you've been tending to self, but I do think this is an energy where you have people who want you to do all the work, you know, the cooking, the cleaning, you know, even when you're dating, you know, they want you to do all the work. This is why I feel like you're walking away and why you've ended a situation. But you're going to connect with this other person here. I feel people getting together, collaborating. If you're comparing this person to another, nothing's going to compare. This is someone who often can be see, two people who are generous with each other. And they work together. See, it's all about the things you can do together. That's all it is. See, ending it because it's a person who's going to try to take advantage of you. Where the other person's different. See, you've got change coming. See, you're creating change by ending it, moving on, no longer talking or giving. But these are two people who are going to give and receive. You're going to do stuff together. And I have to say, it feels like spending time at home. See, this is someone who's got a little bit of an ego, there's no doubt. Yeah. But I do see 3, and I feel like you just keep walking away. Yeah, just keep walking away. Next. So here's the King and Queen of Cups. Yeah. Look at that. See, this is where you're protecting yourself. You're not going to give in to someone unless they reciprocate. So this is protection. But here's the interesting thing. This is two people who protect each other. You look out for each other. Yeah, you can see this other person. I do think you got a person who's going to try to come back in and reach out. But I feel like it's over. I don't know if you're just going to ignore them or ghost them. I wouldn't be surprised if you just... because it looks like something that they've done. So let's see, the table's turning. You're not going to even respond, possibly. You got someone else here, but this is an energy of... see, it's where you're safe. You're safe with this person. You know you're not safe with this other person. You're protecting yourself, your money, everything that you worked for. But these are two people who protect each other. Yeah. Yeah, this other person, like I say, stubborn, stuck. They don't want to budge. They don't want to give in. So you're not going to put yourself in that position. But we have two people here. You're going to talk about this with this person, I feel. Yeah, so you're distancing yourself from someone here. See, these are two people who spend time together. They learning about each other, see, growing close. The best way to get close is to spend time. I think you're going to cook and clean for each other, you know, reciprocate, a little equal give and take there. But yeah, you definitely got a person who doesn't want to budge and give in, and that's why I feel they don't want to cooperate or compromise. They want you to do all the work. And they're mischievous. I don't think they're out to cause harm, but they definitely are someone who, I feel they don't have a lot of money, or they act like they do and they don't. Yeah, but they are somebody who, like, I don't know, with that King of Wands energy, and that could be just another person, because I do see you saying goodbye to a couple people. Yeah. You got, like I say, this is about being ready for new. Who is this King of Cups? Who is this King of Cups? Yeah, someone you're going to connect with. So you're going to connect with this person. You might couple up with this person and just spend some time. But you could become a couple. And it is the couple that work together, play together. But like I say, I feel like you've got a person here who See, they don't want to budge or give in. They don't want to cooperate or compromise. They want everything their way. They want to be single. See, they want their cake and eat it too. Yeah. So this is about not cooking and cleaning, not doing all the work. Okay. I think this is why you're moving on from people. Because after spending a little time, you can see, right? I think this is person's being left behind too. I think it's a person who acts like they have money, but they don't. Yeah. I think you're the emperor here. I think the feminine is the emperor. I mean, I could be wrong. You can flip that around. Yeah. Yeah, you got a crush here. You've been longing for love too. Yeah. I think I do feel like you've had someone who's taken advantage of your generosity, but I feel this person too has. But this is where it's safe. See, this is where it feels safe. You can give and receive with this person. Yeah. I see some Virgo energy here too. Someone looking for clues and answers, but this is the person I feel like you're leaving them behind. Yeah, they don't want to. Yeah, you got someone else here. You're dating someone else. It's over. So this person, I think they know it's over. Yeah, it's a person who's not loyal or faithful. They don't want to commit. They don't want to commit to anything. Like if this person were to say, hey, let's get together, there's a chance this person won't even show up. That's what I feel. It just doesn't go anywhere. So you are going to make a decision. See, it's all about loyalty, faith, being on the same page. See, making sure you're on the same page, agreement, an agreement with this person that you're going to do things together. If they want to, if you're a really good cook or something, they have to help, right? Yeah. It's that kind of energy that I'm picking up on. Because this is an energy of being the wife before somebody even makes a commitment, see? I feel like you know. And some of you, I'm going to be honest, you just rather be single, right? You just rather be single and focus on your money. But this person's definitely trying to get you to give them that pentacle, like invite them over, and then you do the work. So, yeah. I do feel like you got someone here looking for a sign. See, they're looking for a sign, a signal. They're trying to find out what happened, like where'd you go? So did you ghost somebody? Just stop talking, maybe block them. Because it's not safe, but these are two people, it's safe. Okay? Make an agreement with someone. It's all about loyalty, faith, making sure you're on the same page. I don't think this person's very trustworthy. I don't think they're faithful or loyal. Yeah. Yeah, some sneaky behavior, see? As someone who ghosts someone, or they just stand you up. So if you cooked and cleaned for someone and did a bunch of work and then they don't even show up. Yeah. That kind of energy. But I'm going to tell you, this other person, they are going to put in effort. They want to build. So you will get the pentacle. It's just not going to be from who I feel that you've wanted it from originally. Yeah, and I do think you're going to end this situation. It doesn't go anywhere. Because I feel you've been taken advantage of. You've learned those lessons, right? You've learned the hard way. Yeah, someone who's a bit sneaky, right? They're sneaky. This is disrespectful too, because it is inviting someone over to do something and they stand you up. They just don't show up. It's an absolute lack of respect. Tell me more. See, this other person wants to connect with you. They just want to be with you and spend time. They don't really care. You know, they'll offer you, if you want a helping hand, they'll offer you a helping hand. This other person won't. They'll never be there for you. If you were to say, hey, I need a help with this, could you come and help me with this? You'll never hear from this person. Because if they do, then you're in a relationship. See, they see that as they don't want any part of that. Yeah, sneaky. I would protect your money around this person. Watch your purse, because I do feel it's someone who acts like they have money. I do think they can be quite arrogant too, but they don't actually have money. So watch your purse, your wallet, things like that. Yeah, watch your money with this person. Yeah. Because they are looking for signs like, where did you go? Where did you go? Well, you're dating someone else. Yeah. I feel, you know, it's interesting because I don't think this person has good morals or values at all. You know, cycle over. Yeah. Maybe this was something on and off, but this is, you know, where the straw that broke the camel's back, getting off this emotional roller coaster. See, this is where things start to go in your favor when you stop feeding the beast, right? You stop talking to them, stop giving them, or it's somebody who borrows money and never pays it back. Yeah. You're going to connect with the King of Cups. See, two people actually care. See, they just want to spend time with you. They'll offer you a helping hand. If you need something, they're there. Right? They'll come right in very quickly. And this person's going to sweep you off your feet, too. But it's almost like this energy between where this person will try to do that. But their aim is to take advantage of you. I don't think this person actually has money. Yeah, you know there's something off with this person. Something isn't right. Yeah. I say trust your intuition. But this is where things go in your favor. You see this person probably in a more favorable light and vice versa. But I do think you're going to share some of this information. So in other words, what you're kind of do is putting up boundaries. This person knows, you know, you have experience, I feel, more than likely. Because I feel like you're going to share something here too. Yeah. Your histories, your lifestyle, the people that you've dealt with, and people you've dated. It's a learning experience, all right. Yeah. That way this person knows what to avoid. In other words, if you ask them for help, they're going to come and ask and offer help. Help is on the way, where the other person will just ghost you and ignore you. Yeah. You're going to do the right thing, whoever this person is. Tell me more about this King of Cups. I'm going to look at the Queen of Cups too. Yeah, this person's confident too. They have self-confidence and control. Yeah, they feel confident, you know. Like I say, and when they're confident, you're confident. Tell me about the Queen of Cups, because we do have possibly this person. You could have someone here who's a Taurus. I see a Virgo, but it could be a King of Pentacles, Capricorn as well, because you can flip the energy. Yeah, see, self-respect makes you more desirable too. But this is the feelings being mutual. See, you're there for each other when you need each other. You help each other out as you're dating, courting, getting to know each other. These are the things you're going to be looking at. So I do think I don't even feel like I feel like this is something you've already kind of left behind. You want someone who's faithful, loyal. Like you want someone who fits with your lifestyle. I do see this energy of just being very casual, very relaxed. See, it's all about feeling like home. It's where you can be yourself with this person. See, it's a reality check. See, getting a reality check where you can just be yourself. So just be yourself with this person. And I feel this person is in the same energy. Nice. So that pentacle, see, that's right there. This person wants you to offer them the pentacle. They want you to do the work. And this is why you know something is off. Now, some of you probably have this type because I see you leaving a few people behind. See, that's your type. You're likely starting to recognize your type. They want you to do all the work. Yeah. There you go. This is actually really good because I feel the feelings are mutual. You're cooperating, you're compromising, you're spending time together, just helping each other. They're there. And this is where you can feel safe with this person. So it's about feeling safe. And where you don't have to protect yourself, where you don't have to, to me, this is somebody having to, when you feel sneaky and something's off, or you feel like you got to like hide your money or your purse or, that kind of energy. That's the vibe I get from this person. See, when it's off, it's off. And I do think it's a bit of a turn off too. I think this person's a bit of a turn. People who are cheap, it's a turn off. Because what they're doing is they're showing you that they're cheap, that you can't rely on them, that you're not safe. It doesn't feel comfortable. See, it's all about feeling comfortable. You can't be yourself. It's like when you're with this person, it's like you're walking on glass, right? Because that's the reality check. You have to pick the person who you can be yourself with. And I feel like you're releasing this. It is what it is. It wasn't meant to be. But this is where you're in alignment. So you're more in alignment with this person. You may have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in your chart. Yeah, interesting energy. But it's funny because it's almost like you got two. I do see Virgo and Taurus. So you may have two people who were very much the same. And that's what you're leaving behind. Yeah, so I don't know about the Emperor energy. I feel like you're the Emperor. And I asked, who's the Emperor? And out you came. You're making your own decisions. Yeah, you're, I think, looking good here. And if you aren't, like I say, it's just this other person. See, Emperors sometimes want their cake and eat it too. They don't always want to cooperate and compromise. Not all Emperors are good. Sometimes they, you know, I feel this is someone who's pretty arrogant here, to be honest. Yeah. It's like they kind of feel entitled or something. You deserve better. See, somebody who has entitlement, and that's what I feel. Arrogant, really arrogant. Yeah, they kind of think they're all that. They kind of like to be in control, you see. It's why I feel that person is definitely that person who has, they just want to be single. They like the attention. Feed my ego, right? Love it. I think you got this big time because that's what I feel. It's like you're recognizing your type, right? You're recognizing this. So now you know. You know what to look for. Yeah, see, you checking them out first, making sure. You got it. Yeah. Yeah. Some of you may have Pisces in your chart. I'm seeing Pisces and Cancer and a little Scorpio here, so. But it's really just the energy of the King and Queen of Cups becoming a couple. See, spending time. But this other person, they don't want to couple up. They don't want to be a couple. They just want to, you know, come in when they want attention. So really watch for those signs. Take a pause. Check this person out online too. But I feel it's you checking you and this other person checking each other out. So take care. I really wish you the best here. It looks like you're overcoming this. And it really looks like you're going to connect with someone you're much more in alignment with. Look at that, the star. There's hope. You see, this is your self-worth. You know your worth. But it's a person who's respectful. See, they come in, they respect you enough to be there, help you when you need a helping hand. That's what I feel a lot of this is. Yeah. Take care. Bye for now.